Hello again, class 739. Are you ready? Learn to speak up. Let's continue where we left off yesterday. Number 10 and number 11, el costo de la vida y el nivel de vida. The cost of living is very high here. The cost of living, costa. Costa Brava, cost of living. Costa del Sol, costa. Costa del Sol, como dicen los guiris. The Costa del Sol. All right, cost of living. The cost of living is very high here. Ahora, el nivel de vida, the standard of living, el estándar. The standard of living in my country is very high. Debido a circunstancias imprevistas, nos vemos obligados a cancelar el espectáculo. Toma. Okay. Debido a circunstancias imprevistas. Due to. Imprevistas. Circunstancias. Unforeseen circumstances. Toma. Hay mucha tela aquí. Unforeseen. To foresee. Forehead. Fore. Escrito fore. Bueno, ¿cómo se dice antes? Antes de empezar la clase, limpié los lápices. Okay. Before. Sea ante. Before. Todo junto. Before. Fore. Antebrazo. Forearm. La frente o antecabeza. Forehead. Antever. O sea, prever. Foresee. Previsto. Foreseen. O sea, previsto, antevisto. Foreseen. Unforeseen. No antevisto. No. O sea, imprevisto. Vamos. Unforeseen. Y luego circunstancias. ¿Cómo se dice sí, señor? Yes, sir. ¿Cómo se dice venir? Come. Sí, señor. Sir, señor. Venir. Circum. Y luego estar de pie. Stand. Circumstances. Claro, en español, circunstancias. Circumstances. Circum. Circo. Circus. Igual, sí, señor. Circus. Circumstances. Soy yo y mi circunstancia o circunstancias. I am myself and my circumstances, Mr. Ortega said. I'm myself and my circumstances. Circum. Unforeseen circumstances, debido a circunstancias imprevistas. Due to unforeseen circumstances, nos vemos obligados a cancelar, ¿no? El espectáculo, yes. Nos vemos obligados. We see ourselves obligated. No. We are forced. Estamos forzados. Parece fuerte, ¿no? Pero aquí force no es un verbo fuerte en este uso. Se usa mucho así. We are forced. Fuerza mayor. Yeah. ¿Qué remedio? We are forced. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we are forced to cancel or to call off the show. The show must go on. El espectáculo tiene que continuar. No. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we are forced to call off the show. We are forced to cancel the show. But Richard, cancel or call off? Both. But which do you prefer? I prefer cancel. For you. For me, it doesn't matter. Lo que me salga. Call off, cancel. But for you, cancel. It's easy to pronounce and easy to remember. All right. So, due to unforeseen circumstances, we are forced to cancel the show or to call off the show. Te daré un toque mañana por la mañana. Yeah, I'll give you a ring. Te daré un ring. I'll give you a ring tomorrow morning. ¿No? ¿Eso es lo que dice? Yeah. I'll give you a ring tomorrow morning. I'll give you a call. Te daré una llamada. I'll give you a call tomorrow morning. I'll give you a ring tomorrow morning. Si prestas atención en clase, a la larga aprenderás mucho. Yeah, if you pay attention in class, eventually you'll learn a lot. Eventualmente. Yes and no. Eventually in English means a la larga. Al final. Eventually. Al final acabarás aprendiendo. Simply pay attention. Listen to the teacher. And don't daydream. Don't look out the window at the kids playing. Yeah. Yes. Or see a pretty girl. Yes. Where you say, what do they say? They say, Santa Maria que pinta tiene la niña. I remember that. Say, Jorgito, what are the three ships that Christopher Columbus crossed the Atlantic? And he was looking at Santa Maria que pinta tiene la niña. I said, correct, okay. You know that one. You know that one, all right. So, but in any case, if you pay attention in class, really, this is true. If you pay attention to the teacher and listen, you learn a lot. If the teacher's intelligent, that's the problem. All right. And if you pay attention to people, if you're a good listener, you become a better speaker, a better conversationalist, and a better communicator. One of the secrets of being a really good communicator is to listen to the other person completely, to try to understand, to follow. Yes. And then it's very easy. And besides, other people enjoy talking about themselves or about their life or about their problems and things. And if you listen sincerely, the other person appreciates it and really likes you. Wow. Maybe they fall in love with you. You have to listen. It's interesting when I have lunch, when I go to lunch with a person whom I've never met, first time, I talk 5% of the time and the other person talks 95%. I ask questions about that person's life. Yes. I'm very good at it because teaching English for 5 centuries, I've had to ask a lot of questions about that person. And so I know how to ask questions, and that person starts talking. And I listen, and what the person says, every sentence contains something that perhaps is interesting for an additional question. And so I keep asking, and that person keeps talking, you see. And so, and that person immensely enjoys the lunch because they've been talking, and etc. But you have to listen. All right. Si prestas atención en clase, if you pay attention, la atención se paga en inglés. If you pay attention in class, eventually you'll learn a lot. Antes o después acabarás aprendiendo mucho. Sooner or later you'll learn a lot. Eventually. Eventually means al final. Eventually. Eventually. Yes. Si compras el libros, los estudias y me sigues a diario, al final acabarás sabiendo bastante. If you buy the books, study them, and follow me on a daily basis, or follow me every day, eventually you will really reach a good level. Voy a la clínica un día sí y otro no. I go to the clinic every other day. To the clinic, yeah. La Clínica Pérez, the Perez Clinic. I go to the clinic every other day, every other day, every other day. When I came to Spain and I said, how do you say every other day? Un día sí, otro no. I said, one day yes, one day no. Come on, can't you have a better expression? Oh, buenos días alternos. Oh, okay. But people say un día sí, otro no. Every other day, every other week, every other month, every other year. Me voy de esta empresa para siempre. I'm leaving this company. I'm leaving. Presente continuo en inglés. Me estoy yendo. I'm leaving this company para siempre, for good. Forever? No, for good. For good. La expresión para siempre has 2 understandings, hasta la eternidad. Juanita, te querré para siempre, te voy a querer para siempre. I'm going to love you forever. Forever. 5 months later, te dejo para siempre. Juanita, I'm leaving you for good. O sea, Para siempre en el sentido de forma definitiva. Definitivamente es for good. Y no tiene nada que ver con la bondad ni lo bueno. Good. For good means para siempre. For good. Yes. Someday, I will stop teaching English for good. Yes. Because I'm not going to live forever. So I need to stop doing this. And someday I'll stop for good. Yes. For good. Me voy de esta empresa para siempre. I'm leaving this company for good. Utiliza las cifras preliminares por ahora. Use the preliminary figures for the moment or for the time being. Yeah, for the time being, use the preliminary figures. But I need the definitive figures. Well, we don't have the final figures yet. For the time being, use the preliminary figures. Yeah, but okay, yeah, I use the, yeah, all right, fine. But the final figures will probably be a bit different than the preliminary figures. Well, we don't have the final figures. So start your calculations and your study, your analysis using, for the time being, por el tiempo siendo. Yes, for the time being means de momento, por ahora, por el momento, mientras esperemos las cifras definitivas. But for the time being, se dice muchísimo en inglés, for the time being, use the preliminary figures, okay? Okay? Okay, McKay? Use the preliminary figures for the time being. Él siempre está de mal humor los lunes. He's always in a bad mood on Mondays. He's always in a bad mood on Mondays. It figures. Ello figura. It figures significa lógico. Yeah, it figures. Cuando vine a España oían gente de figúrate. Pensaba, ¿qué es eso? It figures? No. Es casi como fíjate, figúrate. Yeah, it's different. But it figures means, lógico, mira, yeah, está enfadado. O está de mal humor, claro. Lunes. It's Monday. It figures. He's in a bad mood. Siempre está de buen humor los viernes. It figures. He's always in a good mood on Fridays. He's always in a bad, which is not the case. In my case, no. I'm in a good mood on both days. Today's Monday, by the way, for Martin and me. For you, I don't know. But for Martin and me, today's Monday. I'm in a good mood. Are you in a good mood? She's in a good mood too. All right, so, ya somos dos. ¿Cómo se dice ya somos dos? En este caso. That makes two of us. Eso hace dos de nosotros. That makes two of us in a good mood. Are you in a good mood too? No? You're not in a good mood. All right, well, I'm sorry. Cheer up. Anímate. Cheer up, come on. Don't be in a bad mood. Yeah, life is too short to spend it in a bad mood. All right, cheer up. Put a smile on your face. Pon una sonrisa en tu cara. Put a smile on your face. Yes. All right. Además de estos problemas, hay otros también. Wow. In addition to these problems, there are others as well. There are others too. In addition to, besides, además de. Es que además de besides, es curioso, sea lateral, beside. Side es la parte lateral, el costado, side. Besides, o sea, literalmente sea laterales. Besides means además de, besides. In addition to es como, it's like what else, what more. Se suma a. Mientras besides es que además de esto, lateral a otros problemas también. In addition to these problems, there are others too. More problems? I'm tired of problems. Why do problems exist? I don't understand why. Sometimes I become philosophical. Why do problems exist? Well, everybody has problems. Do you have problems? Well, she has problems. You have problems. She has some problems, yeah. Everybody has problems. And the problem The word problema, problem, how many times do we say the word problem every month? You know, maybe 50 times a month, more than once a day, un problema. El problema es que, the problem. It's one of the most common. We say the word problem more than the word table. You see, problem. We have a big problem. Yeah, problem. So, además de estos problemas, hay otros también. In addition to these problems, or besides these problems, there are others too. Si me pagas por adelantado, te haré un descuento. If you pay me in advance, if you pay me in advance, te daré en inglés, I'll give you, en México se dice, te daré un descuento. I'll give you a discount. If you pay me in advance. If you don't, I won't. If you don't, I won't. Perdón. If you don't, I won't. Ah, you mean if I don't pay you in advance, you won't give me a discount? That's right. If you pay me in advance, I will give you a discount. But if you don't, I won't. Los verbos auxiliares implican verbos principales. Pero si no, no. En español dirías, si me pagas por adelantado, te haré un descuento. Si no, no. Si no, no. En inglés, if not, no. Se puede decir, pero no se dice. If you pay me in advance, I'll give you a discount. If not, no. No, we don't say that. If you don't, I won't. If you pay me in advance, I'll give you a discount. If you don't, I won't. Sorry. I won't give you a discount unless you pay me in advance. ¿Quién es el encargado de este proyecto? Yeah, who's in charge of? In charge of. Yeah, la canción encargado de. In charge of. La da 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 da. In charge of. In charge of. Encarge of. In charge of. In charge of. In charge of. Who's in charge of this project? Project. No digas proyect, por favor. I'll kill you. Project. Project. Es una J, no es una Y inglesa. Project. Who's in charge of this project? En todo caso, creo que deberías hablar, de todas maneras, creo que deberías hablar con tu jefe. In any case, I think you should talk to your boss. Yeah, in any case, en cualquier caso, en todo caso, deberías hablar con tu jefe. I don't want to talk to my boss. In any case, I think you should. I think you should talk to your boss. Hice un análisis en profundidad del tema. Oh, en profundidad, yeah. Okay. La profundidad is the depth of the ocean. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? My love possesses incredible depth. The depth, the height and the depth. In depth is in profundidad. Hice un análisis en profundidad del tema. I made, los análisis se make, no se do. To make an analysis, not to do an analysis. I'm going to do to make an analysis. I made an in-depth, con guioncito, in-depth, depth. D-E-P-T-H, T-H al final, depth. I made an in-depth analysis of the subject. Really? Yeah. In-depth? Yeah. I made an in-depth analysis of the subject. And your conclusion? My conclusion is that we shouldn't do anything. Nothing? No. I think we shouldn't do anything. All right. En resumidas cuentas, estamos en quiebra. In short, en corto, in short, we're broke. In short, we're bankrupt. We are bankrupt. Estamos en la bancarrota. Estamos en quiebra. We are bankrupt. Bankrupt. We're bankrupt. We're broke. To be broke, not to be broken. To be broken is estar roto. But to be broke, broque escrito. To be broke is estar sin blanca. Estoy sin blanca. Yeah, nothing. I have no money. I've got no money, honey. I'm broke. I'm broke. Okay. My favorite book, Gain Fluency. This is one of the new books, Gain Fluency. Page, where are we? Page 11. Yeah, woof. We'll never finish this book, but it doesn't matter. You have to do this book. And remember, every time I pick up this book and show it to you, I give you the same sermon, el mismo sermón. This book is not very useful if you don't follow the instructions. If you follow the instructions, this is the best book in the world for your spoken English. For your spoken English. All right, number 35, micro paragraph number 35. I'm really impressed. I didn't expect such good results. My God, I can't believe it. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. Congratulate Thompson for me. I'm really impressed. Estoy realmente impresionado. I'm real. Casi una MR. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Repite esta frasecita. 4 palabras. Remedy 3 con la contracción. I'm really impressed. See, meaning I'm really impressed. 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 I didn't expect such good results. No esperaba resultados tan buenos. No tan buenos resultados. I didn't expect such good results. Yeah. My God. Dios mío. My God. My God. Yes. I can't believe it. Estas frases súper socorridas, súper usadas. No me lo puedo creer. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. O sea, no puedo creerlo. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. En una sola operación de venta. Una sola transacción. We've never made so much money on a single. En una sola. On a single transaction. We've never made so much money. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. Congratulate Thompson for me. El Thompson ese, el tipo ese, Thompson. Se felicita a Thompson por mí. Congratula a Thompson por mí. Congratulate Thompson for me. Yeah. All right, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. I didn't expect such good results. My God, I can't believe it. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. Congratulate Thompson for me, eh? Thompson did it. It was Thompson. Thanks to Thompson. Thanks to Thompson, we made a historical transaction. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. I can't believe it. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I'm really impressed. My God, I didn't expect such good results. Esperaba unos resultados tan buenos. I didn't expect such good results. All right. Now this little paragraph, memorize it and repeat it aloud 5 times or 10 times or 5,000 times. Pecar por exceso vale mucho aquí. I'm really impressed. I didn't expect, no esperaba, que suene la X, eh? I didn't expect such good results. My God, I can't believe it. We've never made so much money on a single transaction. Congratulate Thompson for me. All right, the next one. There's a man downstairs in reception asking to see you. He says he's an old friend from the first company where you worked. I think he said his name is Bobby Lester. Roberto Lester. Bobby Lester. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, there's a man downstairs in reception asking to see you. Pidiendo verte. There's a man downstairs, abajo. There's a man downstairs in reception asking to see you. Yeah. He says he's an old friend of yours. He's an old friend. Es un viejo amigo, antiguo amigo. He says he's an old friend from the first company where you worked. Yes. I think he said his name is Bobby Lester. I think he said his name is Bobby Lester. I think he said, I think he said, I think he said his name. I think he said his name. I think he said his name. I think he said his name, conectividad. I think he said his name is Bobby Lester. There's a man downstairs in reception asking to see you. He says, es tan importante esta gramática. There's a man downstairs asking to see, he says, dice que, es un antiguo amigo. He says he's an old friend from the first company where you worked. Yes. I think he said his name is Bobby Lester. Oh, Bobby Lester, an old friend of mine. Well, I'll see him tomorrow. Take care.